Welcome to the Never Cast Off podcast. My name is Debbie. I'm known as Deb's Destiny on Ravelry, and this is Sheila.
Hi, I'm also known as Blue Yarn Always on Ravelry.
And I just want to thank, very happy to have such a huge increase in our numbers. Thank you everybody for saying yes. I love receiving those accepted little notifications. I don't like the decline so much. So thank you for saying yes. And
Today is February
28th.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Last day of the month and winter can go away.
It's coming soon. Spring is coming soon. It is. It's going to be really fast. We're going to start seeing some of the crocuses just up and out of the ground just a little bit. I just can't wait to see the flowers pop out of the ground. I am really excited about that.
I'm right there with you.
You know, stereotypically, winter ends. It just doesn't feel like it's ever going to end this year. It really doesn't.
No, it's just been long. You might as well consider January and February's winter because November and December is no longer winter.
Yeah, I know.
It's like January, February. Now we're going into March, and I still have snow in the backyard up to my knees. So, yeah,
right next to my entrance of my house, it's closer to my hips.
Oh my God, that's so high. We
yeah.
need some Miami, Florida weather to melt it.
That's nice. I would love to go
That would be fabulous.
visit.
Florida. If anybody's in Florida and they're watching, we take 3 cups of sunshine twice a day, at least 80 degrees, please.
And if there's any Puerto Ricans out there, Boricua! Yeah, send some sunshine.
Yes, most definitely.
Oh, so I have something that actually escaped. We call our finished objects escapees. So I finished my 3-hour capelet. It is by Barbara Selznick. It's I used Aspire Chunky Yarn, 70% NZ wool. I'm going to guess New Zealand. I am not so sure, but I'm going to go with that. And 30% alpaca. So this is what I've got going on for it. Oh, there you go. And it's just so comfy. It's cozy. So, yeah.
It's very soft.
So it goes on like that. I love capes. It's just I'm so glad that I started knitting at this time of the fashion, whatever, where capes are good, because I just like making them, and it's just a bonus that they're in fashion.
This is your DIY.
Yes, and I couldn't find a button. I made one, so let's see if I can get it right there. It's got a little bling on it. I'm not a huge bling thing, but this one just needed it, so it just needed to be enough so you could go through that. And the way that I made it is I used a washer. I got a washer, and you see how it's round? I just I took the yarn through and then kind of looped it once, so it's kind of a half knot on the back. And then I put it so that the knot would be on the back inside. So then the front would just be plain like that and would be pretty. So I'm just so excited how well it turned out. Sometimes it's fun trying to create stuff. I'm really excited about that. So that's my escapee.
You only doing 1 button, or are you doing 3?
I'm doing 3 buttons.
3 buttons?
Yep. So I have the other ones and one of the plastic right there.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That's a cute idea.
Yeah. So
5/8, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to find something that looked a little bit more like the stitch markers, but I needed it bigger. I needed it a little bit fatter because just the whole of using 35.
Your buttonhole is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't going to work. So that's why I had to go to the hardware store. It is so much fun wandering around the hardware store looking for stuff for yarn. I shouldn't have thought it was as much fun as it was, and you just asking.
Did they ask you why you need a washer? I want to make a button.
Yeah, I'm here to make a button. You see this right here? It's got to fit this right here. do you think this is big enough? No, it's got to be bigger. It's got to fit around. And so the guys were there helping me with my crafting things, and I was able to get out of the store under $10. You know, if I would have gone to Joann's or wherever, it would have been a heck of a lot more. So it was just really fun going to the hardware section. Menards, that's where I went. So, yeah,
I like that store.
Yeah, I think next time I'll go to Ace Hardware just because, hardware, it's just all right there. I'll less to buy.
Nice.
I don't need to come out with a soap dish. I mean, it was handy having a soap dish, but I wasn't going in there for a soap dish. Okay, so what do you have? You always tend to finish lots of things.
My scapies. So let me lean in here. I just want to say that this project here was made by all of Deb's fabric donation. So we're going to hold this up. And this is a crocheted rug for around my front door. The Deb, I believe you got mill ends?
Yeah, it's fabric mill ends. I picked them up like 15 years ago. I kept going to this one store, and then one day I was horrified to find out that they were going out of business. So they cut me a really good deal to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and I walked out with just, I can't even remember how many boxes of yarn. And Sheila was nice enough to take my very last ones. I'm like, yes, I'm finally done with this. And she's like really excited because
this is huge.
It's a brand new type of project for her, and she's like really excited. Where can I get more? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're out of business. But I used a Q crochet hook, and basically just going around in circles and doing the increases and everything like that, and all the ends are weaved in, and this is going to make a nice rug, and it's so thick by the front door.
I just have to say thank you so much for helping me get rid of that a box of stuff out of that craft room.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for the donation to everybody who steps on this at the front door.
Oh, and you're gonna love. You can just throw it in the washer.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. I also finished the color Mentry headband minus sewing on the button. So this would be the headband. Let me get in here. That would match the cowl that was crocheted last week. I have the button right here, which I haven't sewn on, which will actually clip into one of these holes, and then, thus you have the headband. So this is going to go into the bucket once I put the button on here.
Bucket! She has a bucket donation!
Red Heart yarn.
Oh, and anybody who's new, if you don't know what the bucket donation is, yes. Sheila has this cool bucket that if she makes something that she just doesn't want to keep, she puts it in her giveaway bucket. And so then at the end of the year, her family and friends that she gives her gifts to, she pulls from the bucket and goes from there.
Yes. The next thing I have is, let's see, this was made out of, bring that up there, opal. This was a test knit that I did, and it's called the Light and Sweet Shawl. And here it is right here, all blocked out, pretty long.
It's very beautiful.
The designer let us do as many repeats as we wanted for as long as we wanted. So after I used Debbie's blocking wires, the blocking wires, I got to stretch it a little bit. But yeah, I like it where it covers the girls. I don't like a short one to where it comes up here. I kind of like the long one. So this one's done too. See what you can do in 2 weeks. Get a bunch of stuff done. Okay, so that's done. I don't know, maybe I should wait and show these together.
I don't know what you're... Oh. What we could do is we could give our shout-outs because we wanted to do that. I don't know what... Well, that one. Yes. Yeah, you go ahead, do yours first.
Okay. So... last week we showed our team project, and this was mine, and it's backwards. Crap. So I was
I'm like, it looks beautiful from my end.
I was hemming and hawing about doing this border end right here. See how it looks like a little stained glassy? So I was convinced. So I finished it. Did the black. Did the blue on this side. Did the white on that side. So it's all done. The ends are all in. And I was unaware that the other half of the team didn't finish hers. And now I feel bad because I showed mine and we should have showed them together.
No, it's fine. This is my hanging on the wires, which means that's our hanging on the current projects whips work in progress. There you go. I knew there was a name for it. This is mine.
Let's see here.
And I still have all sorts of strings and stuff going on. And this one I have one side done for where is it? There. You can see at the bottom the things. But had a little bit of challenge on this side, so I had to rip it out. And yeah, it's not done yet.
But it's so pretty.
It is. It's beautiful, and it's going to be done soon. I just needed to work on some stuff.
And before we move ahead, we have a lot of new members, and welcome.
You rock.
So we want to give a couple shout outs to a few of you who left a little message about yourself and where you're from and what you like to craft or what you like to do in general or hobby or interest.
Yeah, and thank you so much for saying hi. We love that. Elizabeth is out of Canada. Nancy is out of Michigan.
Nancy?
Yeah, Nancy.
Nancy.
Yeah. Nancy is one of our buddies, actually. Bo is out of Canada. 15 socks, 6 shawls.
That's her goals.
Oh, cool.
For this year, yeah. I was like, wow, she's going to make 15 pairs of socks and 6 shawls. You go. You go, Bo.
I think you're a faster knitter than me. Marlene in Michigan. Barbara in Michigan. And Lynn in Michigan. Hey. Let's hear it for the mitten.
Thanks for joining and saying hello.
Yeah, we love that.
Oh, let's see. Where would we leave off? Hanging on the wire. So
no,
what do you got? What do you got going?
Okay, we'll do the getting our knitting on later.
You said you had that hanging on the wire. You're Eden, which is a paid pattern on Ravelry.
Yeah, and then this is the Kimono Jacket that I've been working on for half a year. And hopefully I'll finish it by Christmas because it's on 5s. I don't know. We can only hope. So I've got that one going on.
Fingers crossed for you.
It's Misty Alpaca, and it's Baby Me Boo. And it's just beautiful color. Beautiful yarn.
It's more purpley in person than it is showing up on there, I think.
It's purple, blue,
pastels.
Pink. Yeah,
Pastels.
I love it. It's beautiful. And then I'm working on this was RC Shawl. And we'll put all the information in the
show notes.
So this one's about halfway done, almost halfway done.
That's halfway done?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, and it folds over a little bit, and then it just kind of flings over. And, sorry.
Move your washer
buttons. My washer buttons. And then I made one of these before, and it was gray. And I love it so much, I had to make another one. And then when I saw this sitting there, in my stash already wound, and I want to get through the stuff that's already wound. You're not supposed to have stuff sitting there for 2 years already wound. That's just...
Caked?
Yeah.
Somebody said when you cake your yarn and you leave it for a period of time, it stretches the fibers. Is that true?
I think
Is that true?
Yeah, that's
let
a good
us know
question.
if that's true.
Please let us know. So yeah, this one's been sitting there for a minute.
A minute?
2 years. So maybe a year and a half. I don't know. So it needs to be used up. So I started that one, and then my last work in progress that I think I'm finding right now is the knit along. Now I did this one a little bit different than the pattern that I have on there, and it's my pattern, and it's the Harrison mini capelet. And what I wanted to do with this one is somebody had made it, and they said they made it a little bit longer. And I'm like, oh, that's actually a wonderful idea. So I made this one a little bit longer than the pattern calls for.
Wow,
And,
look how that shows up.
And
Pretty.
I used, it starts off with crochet, and then it goes to knit, and I added a second color in there, and it's red. Oh, you
It's a ribbon? Red ribbon.
Yeah, the ribbon. Oh my gosh, this ribbon was just a nightmare to deal with.
But it looks outstanding.
It looks beautiful, so sometimes that's what it's all about.
It looks too dressy to wear with just jeans. No.
That's what I was kind of leery about, but
it looks really dressy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it would be. And I was trying to make sure I left enough yarn so that I'd be able to do the crochet at the bottom. Well, I don't have enough black to do that, so
Let's see what you got. As I lean in again.
Yeah, that's all I have left.
It's not looking good.
So that's not going to be enough to do across the bottom. Now, what we do is, this is from like oranges or
tangerines. Clementines.
Yeah, that's it. There we're going with that.
Clementines.
And so you make sure it's clean, and then if something is really fussy or it's coming out or something like that, you can just put it in here, and as the ball goes down, it kind of just sticks together and doesn't just go, whoa, so then it's all contained. And so
you're full of tips today. That's wonderful.
Oh, good. I love getting tips. I love explaining things. So
nice.
Yeah, so this is my knit along, and I know it was supposed to be done. It's not.
What was the due date for your knit along?
Yeah, the 14th. So
that's
2 weeks ago, but
it's been extended by the designer with no notice.
Exactly.
Till now, here's your notice.
Because we can. So I have to decide if I want to use the to fight with the ribbon and do the ribbon at the bottom, or I really had planned to do the black, but I kind of ran out of the yarn, so I'd have to buy another skein just to put at the bottom, so I have to figure that one out yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I guess there's worse things that could happen. Dropped my cast off this yesterday from knitting. It's just fun. And then let's see.
Do you have anything else that
not for
you
this
are working
topic.
on?
Oh, I do, but that's all I brought.
Oh, okay.
You know, I have like, I don't know, 27 or...
Let's see, what do I have hanging on the wire? Well, currently I have the heel done, which is kind of hard to see here. But I have the heel done. I also have, as I lean in again, the other one done, with the other sock done minus the heel. I'm a little late. Today's the last day, the end of February, and I don't think I'm going to make it because I think I squeezed in that rug, which took about a week of my time.
Really?
Yeah.
You're fast!
Between ripping and doing 2 rows a night because working with the Q, crocheting that, oh my God, it was just wrenching on my arm. And then ripping the strips so they were fit a little bit thinner, maybe 1.5 inches.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, you finished the Eden Prairie too, but that's been going on 10 months.
Yeah. I did cast on the Bermuda, but I haven't done anything to it, which is horrible. But
you got it on the needles. That's exciting.
I got it on the needles.
That's going to be so pretty.
This is the yarn, and do I have the tag? Shame on me.
You threw it away again, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
It might be in my project page. I'm not sure.
Well, you have 2 skeins. It could be on the other one.
So that has started. Thank goodness. I also started a long-term project. The leftover cowl. And this is a request from my daughter, which is going to be for her Christmas present. After I destashed, somebody gave me a great offer on Nitpicks palette. So I have my old lady bag full. And I think I'm into, don't laugh, row 5 of the Fair Isle.
And if you're wondering, yes, Sheila makes those wonderful, beautiful stitch markers.
Oh, here, yes. Those hanging in there, yeah, ain't they cute?
She is multi-talented.
I'm considering making a couple sets for a future giveaway, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So I have that going. And also for a second showing here, I have the free pattern, which I haven't worked on at all. Nympophilia. I haven't touched this since I think last time.
Have you ever gotten to the blue?
I haven't gotten to the shade of blue that I'm
Shooting for?
that I'm shooting for. But I guess the frustrating part working with lace is that I can do, I don't know, 30 rows and it only looks like I've done an inch because it's not blocked. But I need to get on the wagon by this. But projection for this is probably Labor Day to have it done. Because I've already projected the cowl's not going to be done until after Halloween. Because there's just no way. I mean, I want to work on other things too.
What?
Yeah, I do. I want to work on other things. And that is... and I'm also doing a test knit for a person on Ravelry. A while ago, our friend Denise gave us some yarn.
Thank you, Denise.
Yes, and I'm using the Mountain Color in the cream. And I'm just cast it on a test knit. And I'll talk more about this when I can, but this yarn is just absolutely lovely. And
Thank you, Denise.
yes, thank you. I think that is all that I have
Oh,
hanging on the wire, which is plenty.
so last episode, we mentioned that once we hit 100, we're going to do a giveaway.
Yes.
Well, we're at 243.
Yeah,
Something like that. So we're past 100, so it is
243.
Yay! It is now time to do a giveaway.
That's right. And so we are going to open up a thread on our group on Ravelry. And it's going to be titled The First Giveaway. And we're going to keep the thread open for 2 weeks because currently we're podcasting bi-weekly.
Yep.
This is going to be the lovely that's up for grabs. It's Cascade. The color is 5649. It is Heritage Sock Yarn, 75% merino, 25% nylon, 437 yards.
Man, I almost want to enter.
Oh, yummy. So I think the prompt that we're going to have to win this yarn, and of course we're going to do the random number generator, but the prompt is going to be, we appreciate all of you who have joined our group. Now we would like to know what your favorite group or duo is.
And it's music-wise. So who's your favorite music group?
Mine would be Def Leppard.
Really?
I like everything they do.
Mine right now is Casting Crowns.
Never heard of them.
It's a Christian group.
Oh, that's probably why I never heard of them.
Well, I've heard of Def Leppard.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't tell you or sing for you a song, but that's okay.
Oh, I love them.
Okay.
I seen them in concert, and that just sealed the deal. It's
Okay.
like, done, I'm in. But that is going to be our giveaway, which we will draw for
That's going to be on 3/14, March 14th is going to be. Now, it generally takes about 24 hours once it's recorded to upload. That's the time frame that we've got going right now. What we're looking for is if you have a yarn store or if you have a
Etsy?
farm or Etsy or something that you would like to promote, what we're hoping for is for you to send us a PM. And the way that we're doing promotions right now is we would like for you to send us something to give away, and that's how we would be promoting. It would be like this place has gifted this for the giveaway. And so that's how we're hoping to go forward in the future. And what we're hoping for is not only something to give away, but if you have the ability, throw something in for me and Sheila too, because it is free advertisement. So it's good for you to do that. So that's kind of what we're hoping for, because we like new stuff too, right?
New's good.
New's good.
New is good. So do you have anything new to the satellite store?
Yes, I have something new to the satellite store. You see, I have this wonderful friend who made me a beautiful little bag, and it's little kitties, and she knows I love cats, and it says, "You're perfect." It's like, oh, I'm not, but thank you. And it came with stretch socks, Panton stretch socks. And I want to do socks. And I have some needles on layaway, and as soon as they come off layaway, I'm going to cast on and try some socks. So that's what I've got going on. So probably by April, the first episode in April, I'll be working on a pair of socks. So that's my goal. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it just, whenever it happens. But this is my first pair of socks, darn it. Okay, so that's the only thing I have new to the satellite store.
I don't have anything new to the satellite store. However, when I went to Knit Michigan, I purchased the Skeina mink. And since Knit Michigan, I've been trying to find a cowl pattern to knit with. And I haven't really seen anything on Ravelry. And maybe I'm not doing the correct search. So I was going to ask our viewers to possibly say, hey, why don't you check out this pattern, or here's the link to this one. Because I would really like to get this worked up and on my neck while it's still so cold and the snow's so high here.
Oh, we could make one called Snowdrift. So
that could be the pattern name. That could be the pattern name, Snowdrift.
It could be.
But I don't have a pattern, so I'm kind of asking maybe if any of you have knitted a cowl in mink and you think, oh yeah. So
cool.
that might help out.
Well, I brought one from Knit Michigan too. This one is 100% raw silk.
Nice.
Richard DeVries or something. 225 yards. I want to do a lace cowl, and I'm working on trying to do my first lace pattern to make it myself. I've worked a few lace projects, so I want to actually make one, and I want to call it Garden Party. I found a stitch that's called Crocus, and it's kind of a cool stitch, and then I found another one that was like butterflies, and it looks like it has little butterflies, and I still have to figure out how to make a tulip, and once I figure out how to do the tulip, I can do the crocus, the tulip, butterfly, tulip, and then that's what I want to do.
Nice.
So that's what I'm going to call the pattern. I just have to get it together, and so for thinking you're like stuck on winter, I'm trying to move forward to spring.
Every time I open the door to get the mail, it's just like it's right there. It's like, really? The snow is just too high. It's just too high.
So I want something that is spring. This just looks like, look at the colors in there. Ooh, wrong way. There you go. And it's closer to the color at the top rather than the color at the bottom. The light is just doing something interesting over here. Mm-hmm. But it's
That's nice. Okay, let's see. And do you have any new cast-ons getting your knitting on?
That was it.
Oh, that was it. Okay. I do have some spinning that I
Oh,
finished.
we said new to the satellite store. That's our stash enhancements. For anybody who's new, that's what we call our stash enhancements.
Yeah.
We
It's
just
code.
It is. It is. So
Okay, I'm with spinning.
with spinning, yay!
Let's see. This is the first one. And this is 100% merino, applied with 55% Vizio and 40% cotton. And I believe I have 165 yards on this. And it is so nice. I love when they get that bath after you spin it. They're like brand new yarn. And this one here kind of looks like all, I don't know, autumn colors, like fall's coming, the green and the gold. That's 100% merino. I'm not sure on the yardage on this one.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, I got to work on getting a nitty knotty or something, or get some kind of charting on this wheel behind us so where I can wrap it around and figure out how much the yardage is. But those are my two braids for this week.
So you spin stuff, you wash it, and you get it in a skein, and it's almost like brand new yarn.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like, it looks like this before I wash it, which it looks puffy and rough, you know. And then I put it in soak and leave it over there overnight. It's like having, like, falling down and skinning your knee. This is my perception. Falling down and skinning your knee. Here it is. It's been plied. So it's kind of like scuffed and a little, I don't know, yuck. I'm going to put it in some soak, like putting a Band-Aid on a boo-boo. Take it out of there. It all dries up all nice. And then look, it just looks like, oh my God, where's the boo-boo? It's gone because it just, this compared to this hasn't been washed. So this is like, I would not want to knit with this. Because that's kind of, but this, I would love to knit with this. It's almost like it transforms.
Too.
It's like it transforms.
I would love to knit with this.
It all transforms. God love that soak. I don't know what's in it, but it does something. You know, like A&D ointment does to a scuff or a boo-boo or something. There's something in that soak.
Or a diaper rash.
Yeah, the diaper rash cream. It does something. It transforms. It transforms. Okay, back to the schedule. This schedule. Do you got any ending thoughts? Any news, updates?
We still haven't figured out what our next scheduled number hit is going to be. We don't know what number we're going to do next. So for the giveaways, we're going to have more giveaways. I think we want to do it with knit along, but I don't know. We haven't figured it out. We'll probably do another one, but we have to wait till this one's done, I guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, before me and Deb started the podcast, I was doing knit-alongs with other podcasts also. So maybe that could be something that, a podcast that we really like, maybe we could double up with them, you know.
We could
do a group
joint knit-along.
Yes, a joint knit-along.
Yeah, so if you do a podcast and you're starting one or about to start one, and you'd like to say, hey, you guys want to do one with us? Yeah, go ahead and PM us.
Yeah, we gladly take a look at the pattern, the timeline, and ask the group and see who's all in. I mean, it's an option, so feel free to get a hold of either me or Debbie and send us a message, and we'll get back to you, within a day, because either she's on or I'm on, and we're really attentive to the group, and nothing sits for more than 3 days.
It's like a day or two.
Yeah, a day or two.
Very rarely would it be, longer than a day or two. And as you can see, we're knitting. You can see our hands moving. You can definitely see who's a faster knitter. I'm more of a social knitter. That's why I don't get anything done.
Oh, that's not true. You do get things done.
Yeah, we could say we called ourselves the Never Cast Off because we keep knitting and it just feels like we never cast off.
Yeah, because I don't know what would happen if we ever cast off with our knitting needles. I can probably guess some things for myself, but I don't know, just got to keep your hands busy.
Yeah. I go to school. And I was in class today, and this week's been hectic. Yeah. So I tried to get everything planned so that I'd have stuff for like 3 or 4 different events or things that I was doing today. And I grabbed something that I had nothing to do. So I had 2 projects in my bag for class, and there was nothing to do for either project. It's like, that was a waste of 3 hours I could have been knitting.
And they let you knit in class. That's so cool.
They do. I do, but I always talk to the professor and explain because seriously, knitting helps me concentrate. So I'm not making it up. It helps me concentrate. I take the simpler projects into the class, so it's like a straight knit, straight purl,
Garters.
or something. Yeah, it's something that's just brain dead, and many times I'll just knit under a table or something. I don't even have to look at it, and it's something that I just go ahead and do that. But I always talk to the professor beforehand and get the permission to make sure that they understand that I'm a kinesthetic learner, and it's something that it helps me stay focused. And I'm always very active in the class, so they know I'm not just making it up.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah, it lets me be able to knit a lot during the week.
Yeah, that's really good.
Taking 3 classes, so a little bit of knit time.
Well, you got to get that higher education while you can.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, we hope you all have a good beginning of March, because today's the last day of February.
Good riddance to the winter.
Yeah, go away.
Spring.
Go away.
In like a lion, out like a lamb. Where is that, April?
April showers bring May flowers.
Oh, okay, great. That's good news. So, in like a lion.
I don't know nothing for March.
In like a lion, out like a lamb.
In like a lion. Yeah, winter's been pretty much
like
a lion.
And it's supposed to snow.
Tomorrow, yeah. Oh, get out the snowblower.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I got a
fabulous.
new one. It's kind of cool. I'll actually be able to use it.
Nice.
Hopefully I'll be able to get it working. Somebody gave it to us, and I got it. They said that it needed a tune-up or whatever. So I took it to the store, got the tune-up, brought it home, and I'm like, oh, good. I'll be able to do the snow that happened 2 days ago or whatever. And so I started it, and then one of the bolts was about to fall out or something, so I had to screw it in, but it was vibrating so much I had to turn it off. I couldn't turn it back on. It's like, come on.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, thank you for all the new members who have joined. We really appreciate it.
You rock.
And for all the returning members.
You rock more.
We really appreciate you, too.
Yeah, we do. And thank you again, and hope you guys have a wonderful week.
And we'll see you in March. And don't forget to get in that prize thread so you can get your hands possibly on a skein of 437 yards.
Whoa,
of colored 56.49. This is more like a lilac. It's more like a lilac.
Superwash.
Yes.
75% superwash, 25% nylon.
That's it. And we will see you in March.
See you in March.
Bye-bye.